Hello, my name is Islamiyah and I welcome you to another episode of Diavlogs with Islamiyah. And today I'm going to be talking to somebody very interesting and is also in an interesting line of business, the real estate business. Maybe today is the day I finally get into real estate. I'm going to be talking to the managing director of Blue Springs Home and Properties. He's going to be telling us how he got into the business, his challenges, and how he's been able to survive so far. I'm going to be talking to Eniola Habib. So make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you can see when I post another video. Thank you.
First of all, I've never been a one-trick pony. I've always, at every point in time, I've always done multiple things. I mean, a lot of people that know me that Eniola, it is never one thing with you. You're always doing multiple things. And I think that is born out of the fact that I see myself as a hustler. I'm a natural born hustler. I'm never satisfied with just staying in one place, not being active. I used to be kind of hyperactive. I think I'm a lot calmer now. I think it comes with age. But
does it come with age or does it come with money?
I don't know, but it's age definitely because the money is not there yet. So, transitioning from being a radio presenter into real estate, well, I'm a hustler, like I said, and as somebody who had a very humble beginning, the humblest of the humble, you know, you just have to look out for. I've been genuinely hustling. If hawking goods for your parents can't, I
think it does.
I've been hustling since I was like 10 or 11. So I mean, right since I was in primary 5 or 4, I did bimbo detergent, did pop-off, I did pure water, I did plastic, I did kerosene, I did a whole lot. So that has been a part of me. I mean, you have to save money, you have to work, you have to also for yourself. The whole of Odoba, Orita, Muslim, that area, you have to work. So the spirit has always been there, and it's only natural that when you grow down, you try to seek better opportunities for yourself. So going into radio was always a long time dream. I mean, I always wanted to be a journalist, no doubt. I always wanted to talk on radio. So followed that, we did that, and you know, all of us know that radio, especially for young people, is not so lucrative. I mean, you have thousands of views today. I mean, look at everybody doing radio today that we know, even the popular ones. Talk about Billy Adeyanju, talk about Oriyomi Hamza, talk about the popular people. If you check very well, they are all doing some things by the side. It is never just radio for them. So, and the moment I clocked that, even when I was doing radio like properly full time, I was teaching too. I was teaching on the side. I was teaching a couple of schools. I'm passionate about current affairs, governmental issues. So I taught civic education, I taught government, and I taught data processing, like computer. So I was teaching and I was doing radio and all that. But teaching and radio is two things that are time consuming but are not so lucrative. So along the line, I saw the opportunity to get into real estate when somebody, a core member, told me that you're an Ibadan guy. Okay, my friend and I, Bobo, we've always wanted to organize stuff. We had this outfit called Alarinka. We organize events, we take people to tours and all of that. So somebody saw that and said, guy, do you know anybody that has house for rent? Can you like leave me? Even me, I can get this for you now. So I called one of my friends that was into real estate that time. Alpha guy, I need house in this area and this area. How much is it? The guy broke it down for me and So what will come to me if I big person say, out of this money, this is what we are going to share. He broke it down for me, okay, fine. And I saw like nearly half of my salary in that one
Just,
thing.
yeah.
I'm gonna be like say this thing it dey work. So I started moving with the guy more. We were working together, we were doing stuff together, and I was seeing a little. Then I dabbled into sales. You know, in real estate there are like different categories. So I dabbled into sales. We made a sale. I think this is 2024. My first sale should be like 2018. I was doing the real estate thing like rentage since like 2017. But the first sale should be like 2018. I took part in the deal and we made the sales. Okay, wow, this is good. So it was quite some money for me at that time. For somebody that barely had 100k in savings that time, and I made like 250, 300.
At once, and you're
So,
like, okay, this is working.
So we started, anything I do, I'm not doing it halfway. Either I'm in or I'm out. So on making that kind of money for that kind of transaction, okay, I think we are going to do this thing and we are going to get serious. But the way the business always goes, sometimes you plan like, okay, to go smoothly. After that first phase, I really struggled because I thought it would be like it will keep coming like that. So I was I was given a rude awakening, like, okay, it's not always like this. So sometimes it might come, sometimes it might not come. So but I put my head into the game. We started doing this and it has been good. My last workplace with the radio. So I've always been I think I joined in 2017 as a sort of intern, and I did not get the opportunity to become a full-time staff, like a properly remunerated and compensated full-time staff, till around
2017.
So
5
till around
years.
2022. But all through that, during the pandemic, it was like the moment I enjoyed radio most, because I enjoyed being on air, just talking, just having the airtime. And a lot of full-time staff were not coming around.
Yeah.
So it was a very good time for me and my friends, my guys at that, to be on radio, to like enjoy ourselves on radio. So radio was not really about money for me, because I'm a hustler. Even when I was in radio, I had shows and all of that. I was making money from my shows, and I'll go out, market my show myself, get adverts. John and I will record different adverts for bakery, for all sorts of people who place it, and to see our little change. We were making ends meet. We were like having little things. So yeah, in 2022, the time came. I was given like the permanent contract and all of that. And okay, it came at a time when I've been seeing serious money. Yeah. Like I can say, okay, I've in real estate, I've been making money. Even people that were pushing for it, they were pushing for it because they knew that this boy, he deserved to be made full-time staff after all this year. Because even some people that were in that position at that time, they were not really like in tune with the fact that Shemawa, this boy can he be controlled, or is he not too much, or something like the whole drama was there, happened, but at the end of the day, they did not have so much of a choice than to just let it happen. So it happened and we were good. So the people that were like, it's funny remembering all these things now, because at that time I was too, let's say, excited, or I was not too serious about the okay. I didn't really reach deep into all those things. I just saying that. In fact, a very good mentor of mine was telling me that, Habib, why do you need this work? Because at that time he knew that it's not something like that. Just be doing this real estate thing and the part-time radio you're doing. Don't take this job. But I told my guy, I will take it to any idea. So I took the job and I realized that you cannot really combine
the two together.
I mean, you can combine if you're not doing radio full time, because real estate is like a 24 hours job. So sometimes, I mean, I got like series of, serial query. I get queries for fun. I hate queries for fun almost every week. I mean, when sometimes it will be dialogue, sometimes it will be query. I mean, not to lay blame at the doorstep of anybody. Because what happened. I got queries a lot, even for if two of us are if we're on duty together and something happened. Instead of you to get the query, it's a big that will get the query because
it's already like, oh, he's the one.
He's the one.
Yeah.
So I'm the one that will get the query. Even if other gets verbal notice or something, I will get the official query and all of that. Sometimes I reply, sometimes I go to beg, sometimes I don't beg. So all this accumulation of things led to my resignation. I mean, it was resignation met with termination, did I say? So they were planning on terminating me, and I was planning on resigning. So the two clashed at the same time, and one had to let go. So I think that's when I realized that you cannot really do this thing effectively together. If you're not a full-time staff, you only have shows on days that you can easily manage and plan ahead of. Not like that show Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe I only off 1 day in a week and you have to like do an extra show one night and all that. So I left radio, I think March last year. Yeah, it was March last year.
So would you say that you miss maybe talking on radio?
I think I've had my own fair share of
radio. So you feel like, oh, I'm fulfilled. At least I wanted to be this thing, and I was able to do it.
People that know me today know me because they knew me for radio. Some people till now still do not know that I'm no longer a radio presenter. I mean, the press privilege that comes with talking on radio, sometimes I still enjoy it. So I don't miss radio. I mean, there's nothing to be missed about radio again. This social media has made it in such a way that you can be heard, your voice can be heard loud and clear, even if you're not on radio. When I left radio, when I left my last place of work, a couple of opportunities came that I know that if I couldn't make it work at my last place of work, it wouldn't be possible elsewhere because it was sort of flexible to work at where I used to be. If you are not doing another time-consuming thing, if your order also is not as time-consuming, it's very flexible to just shove the two bodies out.
You're like, you know what? Let's just put it on the pause. Maybe when you retire, you're like, when do you want to retire? Like 40, 50? I'll be already 40.
I look like a 40-year-old man.
You know, right study. You know, there are people that are 50 that you never know that they're 50. But anyways, you talked about struggles and coming from a very humble background. How was it? Because some people, once they like just come from a humble background, they just feel like they are damned to not be able to have like a story that would be, inspiring. They just feel like, oh, maybe there's nothing I can do. That's how my mommy and my daddy and my great they don't have money, so it just means that I have to continue. And some people, that's like a driving force for them. They've seen how their parents lived, how their grandparents, when you inherit poverty, some people, so they're like, you know what, that's how I don't want this thing to happen to me. I don't want to give this back to my children. So how was it for you, trying to break through, trying to make that break? Because I'm sure there will be a lot of challenges. It's not something that is very easy, especially if you don't have any help. If you have support, things are easier when you have help. But if you don't have help, they are very difficult. It's very difficult to make that one breakthrough. So how would you describe all of those challenges, all of those struggles that you're able to face, and how were you able to overcome all of them?
Well, to say, my mommy has been very supportive from day one. I mean, no matter what you choose to do, as long as it's not crime, she'll be there. I mean, when I was doing radio, she didn't really understand how you'll be working.
And you're not getting paid.
They're not paying you. Nobody's giving you salary. How are you doing it? And even she herself, she used to like get me some clients. Some of our customers say, mommy, she radio, radio, so some of them even gave me like advertisement slot and all of that. That's how supportive she can be. But growing up and the struggle, well, I think it's a mindset thing. I see myself as I'm somebody that put me anywhere, I will survive. Put me anywhere. I mean, I'm not saying God should put bullets at me or something. Yeah, or meet yourself in a jungle with lions.
I
will try and make the best use of whatever situation. I'm always the solution guy. Like, okay, now there is a problem. Now everything is fucked up. But what's the way out? You cannot continue dwelling on it. So I've never really let where I come from define me. I mean, ever since I was like in secondary school, primary school, I've always like once in a while had the opportunity to be amongst people that are way up on the social ladder, that are like a notch up in status wise higher than I am. And I say that it's not like these people are special, or it's just like that's the way life has carved out for them, and because I'm here does not mean. And if you are somebody that is contented, and my mom used to say, if you know that this is me, this is what I'm about, and you put in the work, you know that there's nothing is impossible. At a point I was like, okay, I will not say what if it does not work out, but it will never be said of me that this boy did not put in the work.
It's not at least try.
He did not say so nobody will look at me and say, because he's lazy now. So I try to put in that as my work rate, even without anybody telling me. I know my work rate is crazy and it's really mad. If you are mate and you are to work me, that means you are crazier than I am. When I was doing radio, if I had to be at work 6 a.m, I'll be at work. If I had to, there was a time, John, we used to sleep in the studio overnight. We finish show by 12 a.m, but there is no provision for anybody to sleep anywhere. So you either sleep in the recording studio, you sleep in one office, you bend your leg, you sleep on the chair. But it was all fun. It was all fun. We had to sleep in the studio like 3 days in a week, but it was all fun. Nobody was thinking of anything. So I think the struggle did not define us. Where we came from, where I came from, is not in any way a pointer to us. I just know that if you are born poor, even if you are born rich, if you don't put in the work, your father's wealth will reflect on you, but you never really be you. Of course, I would have preferred to have been born by Dangote. If I had to choose, I would choose maybe Adeleke, Dangote, Otedola and Co to be my father. It would have been way easier. But even at that, even if they pass down the wealth to you, you still have to put in the work. Because I've seen rich people, folks from rich parents that even work as hard as, even harder than we do, because they know that they have a point to prove. Their daddy is rich.
So everybody sees them as the rich kid.
They have to be richer, even if not more. So their own mentality is even crazier than we all think. Because my papa get money, so me say me cannot get my own money, and that's what I. So I think it's basically we're born poor. We are still like poor, but
what do you mean you're still poor? Don't say those things about yourself.
If your name has never appeared on the Forbes list,
you don't mean anything.
If you mention your name as people still like question
who are you? Who is your daddy?
You are still poor.
Wow, Lord, I didn't think about it like that.
You are still poor. When you are calling rich people in this country, you know the number of people they will call. Even in this community. So it's basically you can be comfortable. Comfortability and having wealth, being rich.
It's two different things, and that's what you're aiming for. That's what you're aiming for. That's what everybody wants to have money. But yeah, you also talked about when you were able to like do a bit of transactions, even when you were working on radio, and then you saw that there was money. When was your very first ever big transaction that you did that you were like like you were almost not believing it, that you were like, guy, how did this happen? Where did this come from? When was it, and how did you feel when you got that?
I want to remember. I think
you can't even remember because there's been a lot, Abby.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
But I think it was 2019 October or November.
Wow.
After the election 2019. Buhari's election was.
I don't remember.
2019 election.
Was it like?
It was after the election. Okay. I remember. It was after Buhari's second term election that we had that deal, and it was quite some money. Okay, I went straight to buy my first land. I did not even want to hear that. What did you use this money for? Yeah. So I think it's I felt good. It was really nice that to know that you can do something with your own hands and can make a substantial amount of money from it. It felt really, really good, and it sort of motivated me. If I have a friend that used to tell me that any hustle that can give you 1,000 naira, it sure can give you 1 million. You just have to put in the work. The person that brought me into the business that was giving me lead and giving me the direction and all that, they're going to tell me that if you do this business and do well, you will see more money than even your own boss. That he was not giving examples of different people, different people. He showed me a lot of things that okay, maybe you are right, but he also won that it can be depressing sometimes because you just feel as if the world is after you if you are not getting the sales. So I think it was 2019 and felt so good. It was a big push. Okay, now this is money. It was an application of my salary like
4 months.
12 months or 13 months or thereabout. It was big money. It was like 6 figure.
Yeah.
I was happy there. Thank God.
Yeah. You also just talked about when it's depressing. I mean, now you obviously know how to maneuver that better because over time when you do business, you know that there are gains and there are losses. So, but now, so you say that now you are better at managing all of that when it comes.
Well, I don't do any other thing.
Yeah.
Except real estate. Only I will venture another thing tomorrow. And I've come to realize that once you're in this game, when you're making money, you should save. I mean, in any business, save. Because your savings is
what we raise the next day.
I mean, that's real estate for you is not the kind of money you make.
Yeah.
And it will rain immediately the next day and you will exhaust your money. Of course, in case of maybe health emergency or something, I mean, you save and you also invest yourself. The sales might not be consistent, might not be consecutive sales, but you make one, you see some figure, you save it. That's why like the return sometimes can be unbelievable to some people, but it's justifiable. Because when you make it this month, it might be the only sales you make it the month. Make it this month, it might be till this is June, it might be till August, it might take this September when you make another one. So between that period of time, you must like save for the gap and make sure that you're sharp pulling up.
I'm seriously thinking about setting people like I'll just accept somebody's like that.
That is
But at this house, I'll just tell you
one
day I'll get documents. Oh, okay, I'll go and get it. And then I'll say my daddy's house. Yeah, I'm going to advise you.
I don't know anything about it.
So, how would you say you balance, all these things that you do? Because you said that you can take up so much of your time. And then you also still have to have like a social life, of course. You have to have time for your personal development, your growth, and everything like that. So how do you manage all of this together?
Well, managing this work and
I think we call it work-life balance.
Yeah. It has never really been an issue. I mean, what is your life? What is your work? My work is my life. But I try to have fun on the work. I mean, in the real estate community, we have a lot of hangouts and events that if you want to be going to everything, you can go bankrupt. I mean, this event is happening in Lagos, this one is happening in Abuja, you can own a countless. Before the events that are all embedded with fun that you get to network, meet people, socialize, and also like get some sort of real estate comes with a lot of courses and self-development workshops and conferences that people, unless you really choose to be dormant, are not doing it. So with that, there are fun events too. I'm not a party type. I go to party strictly only when I have to go. When parties that I cannot reject, parties that I cannot say no to, or my guy at the job says you must go to this place. so I have to go. But apart from that, if I'm going out, see, something about doing what you like is that you never really see it as big deal. Because some clients will call you, especially those that are not, we are not in the same time zone. People that are like in the US, Canada, they'll call you like 1 a.m., 12 a.m. Whether I've slept or not, if the phone rings and I can hear, I'll pick. Especially the clients, you don't know what they want to say. Maybe they want to close a deal, maybe they want to make a inquiry, they want to ask about something. You have to talk. That's still working, yeah, but it's not really working. It feels like work. It feels like you are doing chores. It feels like something.
Maybe you have to look inwards and find something that you like.
If your work, any work you are doing, it feels like work. Maybe it's the wrong thing. So it doesn't really feel like. But sometimes it can be tired. It can take toll on your body. Being that we are human and the body won't need its rest, but it's just natural. So if it feels like work, maybe you have to reevaluate your priorities. It's not really, it doesn't really feel like work most part. Just I need to do this, I have to do this. And when the motivation is there, all of us forget about all this aspire to perspire thing. Everybody, bottom line is I need money.
Yeah, that's the biggest motivation ever.
You leave your house in the morning, you look at your bills and okay, my bills are piling up. I need to make something now. You need money. So even if you are feeling like this thing is boring or it's dying, there is no time for passion. Passion comes after you have made your. I'm not. If it's about passion, maybe I will be doing teacher work.
Okay. So I'll say, what's that one lesson that you learned from maybe somebody in your life that you always carry in your heart that this thing I've learned it, and then you feel like maybe other people should know about it?
I've learned a lot of things from many people, but I think one thing I try always not to forget is give it time. Give it time. It persuades me a lot. It comforts me that. I mean, looking back last year, what was happening? Because there have been situations you feel like, come on, let's say this thing will keep me. Keep me back in it, it won't finish you. Yeah. But before you know it, you are 12 months down the line, and you're looking like, what was I worrying about? So just give it time. To worry is human. You will worry. You do what you have to do. But don't really put your mind to the fact that give it time. And every spirit entitlement in your life, if you are boy, anybody, try to eliminate it. Nobody owes anybody anything. Not even your daddy. If you are an adult, you are 20. You are 20. I don't like the 18 part, because 18 is like I just imagine from my adolescence. You are not really fully formed. But the moment you are 20, and you are still saying my daddy, my mommy, you said, if you impregnate somebody now, they will not call you daddy. Or if you get pregnant now, they will not call you mommy. You are full grown adult. Take responsibility for your life. I've learned to realize that everybody has their baggage. You check everybody. Things they talk about, and there will be plenty others that they don't talk about. So if you have entitlement spirit and you are always thinking people owe you this, people owe you that, this should have happened, not even government, not even government, especially the Nigerian government, they will do what they will do.
If you have entitlement, you will not die. Our parents they've had it, and look at where we are.
So I feel like give it time, eliminate entitlement spirit for whatever you do. I think everybody should have elderly people as friends. If they have made mistakes, they have said that once in a while they will drop that form of wisdom on you without knowing yourself.
Okay, so lastly, what's that one thing that apart from doing real estate, I mean someone that's been a radio presenter that people don't know about you that is quite interesting? Like I'm not talking about the person that likes to sell land, likes to make sales, likes to inspire to acquire. I'm talking about you as a person now. What's that one interesting thing about you? Like if maybe you were to describe yourself from somebody's point of view, you were to say, oh, this is me, this is who I am.
I think I'm very funny.
Okay.
And
Eniola, Or maybe you make me laugh and I collect money from you.
I think I'm very funny, but I think something interesting about me is that I'm a foodie.
Yeah.
You know, people don't know that. I mean,
Nice t-shirt, you know it.
I'm a foodie. I like food and I'm funny. What else? I'm not an interesting person like that.
But there will be something about you that is apart from realness, because that's all you as a person. That's just what you do.
Yeah.
Or do you feel like you mixed it all up now? You can't see it's in line.
I don't feel like the game.
So it's you like every time you sleep, you dream. You're saying like
I swear.
I
was dreaming about land. That is over. It's crazy. I mean, you have to to get in the spirit and make you're also a part of it.
Yeah.
But basically, I don't know.
I'll give you an assignment. Once you find out what that thing is, just tell me.
Well, maybe
who Abib is.
Abib is Abib. I mean, you cannot.
Apart from the list, apart from sleeping and dreaming about life.
I don't duplicate. I'm a church's boy. I'm a proper man. I'm a space shooter.
Maybe a space shooter. Because as a space shooter, a lot of things can come to different places.
Like what?
I don't know, but just
I say things as I see it. Okay. I mean, even if you are going to get angry, even if something will happen, unless it's a matter of life and death, and obviously you have to be prepared. If it's not anything like that, it's not going to hurt anybody. But this thing has happened, what will happen? Let's proceed with it.
So I see that you have quite a number of books you like to read.
I kind of read.
So yes, it's been so interesting talking to you. Thank you for giving us the time.
You're welcome.